What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to Late Tubes. Today's video we're going to be talking Kings basketball, and honestly I was looking back at my channel and realized I have not made a single morsel bit of content on this team or franchise the entire length of my channel. So for all my Kings fans and all my Kings viewers out there, I'm really sorry, but today's video is all about you guys. Currently the Kings sit as a 3 seed in the arguably tougher Western Conference. I'm tremendously proud of the squad, and I feel like the Beam team is really taking off this year. Some of you guys, myself included, probably saw the Kings making the playoffs or play in, but I think we can all agree that none of us, and I mean none of us, thought they would be this good. A big reason the squad is so good and so talented is the 1-2 punch of De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. A lot of people thought that the Kings were going to regret getting rid of Halliburton and Buddy Hield and some other picks and capital. However, time will only tell with how good Halliburton's going to be. Obviously he could be a generational point guard and point talent, but for right now in this moment, I don't think any Sacramento Kings fan is sad or upset just because of how great this roster looks and how great they're doing. And like I said, they have the Beam team and they're creating a real culture here. De'Aaron Fox is averaging 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists on nearly 60% true shooting, while his partner in crime, Domantas Sabonis, is averaging a remarkable 18.5 points, 12 boards, 7 assists on an incredible 66% true shooting. Sabonis, his biggest flaw, we knew it was not rebounding. We knew it wasn't scoring at all 3 levels. It was defense. Let's get the elephant out of the room. But honestly, he has looked pretty above average, if not average, on the defensive side of the ball. And I think that's something a lot of Kings fans are happy to see. I know Mike Brown is playing a big role in this, as well as the surrounding cast with Sacramento basketball, but I just love to see Sabonis moving his feet and just being active down low. And what I love to see from De'Aaron is he's really taking this team by the hand. He's really just becoming that leader and being that guy. Domantas Sabonis said that's what he does. He's been clutch for us all year, making the right decisions and making tough shots. In games like this, point to point, he's kind of unstoppable. That type of praise from your B superstar to your A superstar or all-star, whatever you guys want to call him, it's just remarkable. That's the type of stuff that builds chemistry in these locker rooms and the type of stuff that teams with championship aspirations need. If you guys heard me talk about the Grizzlies in my video a couple days ago, I put a couple quotes in there, just them building each other up. And those, like I said, are the type of things that you love to see on a team with championship aspirations. While the potential all-star duo has looked amazing to start this season, I feel like the supporting cast has been honestly a really big part of how good this team is. And I would say the 3, maybe 4 supporting cast players that have made the biggest impact are Kevin Huerter, Keegan Murray, Malik Monk, and then Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes is looking sharp as he has in years, and with that, the team has 3 players shooting at or above 40% from 3, with himself, Kevin Huerter, and Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray has been one of my favorite rookies to watch this season. He's averaging 12 points and 4 rebounds on 60% true shooting, and he's shooting 43% from 3. And in his last 5 games, he's shooting 57% from 3. And then while Sabonis has been in and out of the lineup, we see him take that average rebound up to 8 or 9 or even 10. Like, he is very physical. He uses his body like a vet would down low. He boxes out and he does all the little things you love to see out of your rookies. As for Kevin Huerter, I think this pickup went completely under the radar. When you're a team who has a point guard who's notoriously not the best shooter, the best thing to do is surround him in great shooters. And with Malik Monk, Kevin Huerter, Keegan Murray, and Harrison Barnes constantly being around him, it's just amazing. While Malik Monk is struggling, shooting only 32% from 3 this year, I would really see him getting that up. He has had kind of a little bit of a lull to start this year, but Kevin Huerter is averaging 16 points on, just like Keegan, 42% from the 3. This is insanely efficient on great volume each and every single night. Like I said, Malik Monk has been struggling from the 3, but he's made up with it in his playmaking and his just little scoring output he gets off the bench. In just 22 minutes, he's averaging 4 assists and 13 points a night. And that's exactly what the Sacramento Kings need, another playmaker, because I feel like when they drafted Davion Mitchell, they kind of thought he would step into that role. I'm not saying that they're going to quit on that, you know. Obviously, he's a great defender, but he can't really shoot the best, and his offensive game looks a little bit stagnant. I feel like he's a prospect who, when he's 24, 25, maybe even 27 years old, we'll see him kind of blossom into a little bit of a maybe Victor Oladipo type of player. But for now, I feel like he's, especially when the Kings are trying to stay as competitive as they are, he's probably not going to get too much PT. Like right now, he's getting 18 minutes a night, but like I said, the 3-point percentage, it's not really there. He's not really averaging that many assists or rebounds or points. His averages is 6 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists a night, and that's not bad. He's still very young, like I said. I mean, he was only drafted 2 years ago. But, you know, as he says, he's 24 years old. He's kind of an older, younger rookie, or not rookie, but second-year player. Like I said, this is something I feel like they're going to have to take a lot of time to develop. But I think under head coach Mike Brown, anything is possible. Former King and current Golden State Warrior Dante DiVincenzo said they made a really good decision in coach Mike Brown, and the staff he's brought on, top to bottom so far, has been really helpful. And like I said, it was as bad when I joined and will only get better for years to come. I agree 110%. I feel like Mike Brown is a true culture shift. It's someone that every single guy on this Kings roster wants to play for, and nobody wants to do anything else. They just want to win games and put their best foot forward, and it's really, really exciting when you think about it, because they have had a slew of terrible coaches. My least favorite in recent memory was Luke Walton. I could not stand his rotations. Even the starting lineup at times looked terrible when Luke Walton was. He didn't understand how to play the hot hand. He didn't understand anything about momentum. And I'm just really glad that from the Lakers to the Kings to now no job, that he is not in charge of being the head coach on an NBA team, especially one that's trying to become competitive for a championship, or at least to make the playoffs. I feel like if you're a Kings fan, you don't want to have your eyes set on the championship this year, but just locking yourself a spot in the playoffs and competing, maybe pushing a team 6 or 7 games in the first round, or maybe even winning a first round series. I wouldn't rule that completely out of the equation. The one thing I really like about this Kings roster now is that there's no more confusion of roles like there was when Tyrese Halliburton and Buddy Hield were there, because you would see these lineups like De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, and then Buddy Hield, and right then and there you're already just small. But now this team, it's got a lot more size and a lot more depth and a lot more wing room, and they can, you know, kind of mess around with different lineups, and they can run different sizes. I just really like the kind of current structure of this team. Like they run De'Aaron, Kevin, Harrison, Keegan, and Sabonis on most nights. And not only is this roster longer and bigger and better than the rosters they run in the Fast, but other than De'Aaron, they're all shooting amazing from 3. I mean, like I said, Keegan's at 42, almost 43. Kevin Huerter's at 42. Harrison's just shy of 40%. And then Sabonis is shooting 37% from 3. Obviously, the volume is not very high. He's only shooting 2 a game. But it's just wonderful to see this roster grow and just get better night in and night out. For all my Kings fans that are watching, please let me know in the comments below who you guys would like to see in the first round. If you could make a dream matchup, who you guys think you could beat to get into the second round and maybe even the Western Conference Final. I mean, basketball is a game of runs, and this team is a very, very fast-paced team, so anything is possible. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. As always, stay safe, happy, healthy, and blessed. Peace.